What's up, Mafia Nation? Welcome back. It's LVT.
I'm MAGZ.
And we are here to do another reaction video for you. Let's get it.
Alright, tonight we have a special little treat for you that I'm excited for. I think she's a little excited. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, we're getting into Ice 9 Kills. This one is called The American Nightmare. Full disclosure, I love this band. So I've seen every video in order. And yeah, we're gonna.
Well, you gotta tell them the background that you kind of gave me. You gave me a little bit of a background story, but you gotta tell the people because if people don't know, they don't know.
Y'all don't know. In case you don't know, the background behind this is their whole CD was wrote about different horror movies. Now, each video does go in order. Why was that funny? Oh, I didn't see you over there. But each one goes in a particular order, and it tells a story. Like it starts off with him seeing a psychiatrist, and as the stories go along, these are his dreams that are happening. And his psychiatrist starts realizing, man, as his dreams are happening, people are dying the same way. So, like, instead of turning him in, he decides to be greedy and tries to research him. And turns out, exactly.
Don't turn out. No. We're gonna go on this ride together.
But
guys,
I mean, we're obviously starting off with
MAGZ is just driving the car. It's fine.
It's a low rider.
I'm very excited. So what's the first one? What's the first horror movie?
The first one is The American Nightmare, which is obviously inspired by Nightmare on Elm Street, which she loves.
My favorite. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. Listen, okay, but I've heard the It song.
Okay.
And I've heard the Jason Voorhees song because they come on my playlist at the gym because I listen to Falling in Reverse Radio, hey! And they come on there all the time. But I have not seen any of the videos, so I'm really excited.
All the videos are great. I told her kind of what songs are what. She's excited for a couple of them. But definitely excited for this one. And I think once we get her into the story, she's going to get a little hooked. So, but before we get into the video,
make sure you subscribe.
Smash on that notification bell.
And like, comment, and share with your friends.
Share with your friends because sharing is just a nice thing to do. 7th grade. You don't judge my not dying juice, okay?
Listen, not sponsored, but like, hey.
Yeah, for sure. Monster Energy. It keeps us wired to do more reaction videos. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's let the story unfold.
No, really, Colin. It's I'm happy for you. It's a major accomplishment. That couldn't happen to a better one.
Well, I just thought I'd call to check in. You know, there was some competitiveness between us back in school, and I wanted to make sure that me getting published before you, there were no hard feelings.
Certainly not. I mean, a rising tide raises all boats and whatnot. Look, you've been focusing on research, and I've been focusing on helping patients.
The beginning's a little boring, but it's kind of important just so that way you can kind of understand what's going on, getting a feel for the character of the psychiatrist. He's a douchebag.
You know, ta-ta.
Makes sense.
See you at the next reunion.
Some really are. Been there. Anybody that's been in therapy can probably say the same.
Karen! Dr. Karen, did Spencer Charnes's patient transfer files come in yet?
No, not yet.
Did you call?
No, I've emailed all.
Email? Karen, you have a beautiful mouth. Pick up the telephone and let's see if we can make it do something useful, shall we? I mean, apparently this Charnes fellow is a burgeoning rock star.
Actually, I know we're at Studio B, but I'm going to give the headphones to you because, like I said, I've seen this, and that way you could actually understand what's going on.
Okay.
That way you can hear the talking. I'm fine with just hearing the music.
Dr. Block?
Need to control the volume. There's a button. I'll be on there.
Well, don't keep him waiting. What do I pay you for? Ah, Spencer. May I call you Spencer?
Sure, everyone calls me Spencer.
Excellent. Take a seat.
Well, I would assume so if it's your name.
Dr. Michelson's office has failed to forward your session notes in time for today, I'm afraid.
I don't think they're ever really going to, Doctor.
What makes you say that?
Well, I had been with Dr. Michelson for almost 2 years, and out of the blue, without any warning, he drops me. No phone call, an email, no less. And I guess I just feel a bit betrayed by the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely. I was just making that very point with the... fresh start, new blood. Yeah. Well, what was it that was going on in your life that made you seek out therapy in the first place?
I had been having these really disturbing dreams. And most nights I can't fall asleep. And when I do, these nightmares wake me up.
Well, it's good that you've taken the first step and come in. I mean, you shouldn't feel silly about feeling the way you feel, though. I mean, these feelings are a part of you. You should never be embarrassed about being yourself. Well, let's start with your dreams, then. I assume you had one last night? So why don't you describe it for me?
There's this girl.
Do you know this girl?
Okay, now before we get any further into it, oh wow, I can really hear my echo. Anyways, I really want to know how, like, the budget was, because there's obviously a bunch of these. How many did you say? There's like, what, 9?
I want to say there's like 6 or 7. I saw the other ones. They were just album songs, but they weren't the actual videos. So.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of music videos to put out in a short period of time.
And each one takes place in a different place and
with different people, I would assume.
Different costumes, completely different costumes. Yeah.
Oh man, listen, if y'all don't know, music videos are freaking expensive. So like, shout out to like all of the musicians in the world, because if you can put together any type of a music video, like, you're pouring in some budget. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
There's this girl.
Do you know this girl?
No. She actually looks very similar to your receptionist. She's young, she's in high school, and I'm afraid for her.
Why, Spencer? What does she have to be afraid of?
It sounds crazy, but there's this entity, almost, I guess I would call it a dream demon, and it haunts her nightmares.
So the dream demon has nightmares.
This entity can hurt
Sure, we have no idea who
in
he's
her
talking
dreams, but in real life too.
I mean, only
It's
if you
as
live
if
under a rock.
Her dreams are spilling over to
How did you
reality.
know?
And kids are dying in her town, and they think it's suicide, but it's not. It's this dream demon.
Also, just a great song.
Oh, and I like that they're in like a boiler room. I think this is so good. Listen, I just did, I was on Instagram the other day, and one of my favorite clothing lines, Killers Never Die, which, shout out Davey Suicide, he did, like, he's doing a contest for Halloween, and it's like, oh, well, tell me your favorite scary movie and why, or horror movie and why, and I was like, listen, I'm a basic bitch, and it is Nightmare on Elm Street simply because Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
Not a lot of people know that. The first Nightmare on Elm Street, the very first one that came out in, what was it, like 80 or 70s?
Yeah.
Very first one, that was actually an extremely young Johnny Depp. I didn't know that, and I used to love that movie as a kid, and then like I heard about it later. I was like, no. I'm like, I know that movie. And it was definitely him.
It's
just
definitely Johnny
super
Depp.
little Johnny Depp.
Super, super young, but still super, super pretty. Such a good looking man. All right. I like how she's wearing an Ice Nine Kills shirt too. Like selfless promotion.
Little teaser for you. Did you catch on that that girl is actually the therapist's assistant?
No, I didn't. He said that in the beginning of the video. I caught that he's like, oh, it kind of looks like your assistant.
Yeah, it's
But-
crazy because like all throughout the videos, like he'll have like different people, like the office workers that are him or his band, and like he'll put them into the dream. Like so, his the guy's assistant's there this time.
Oh, that's cool. I still can't get over the just the shameless
Oh, yeah, I know.
self-promotion. It's like, hey, this is our band. Hey.
I wonder who else does that.
He's so dope. That's a bad bitch right there. She's like, I got you. Come on, let's go.
What happened?
I don't know. I just wake up.
Yes, well, I mean, I can see why this would all be very troubling. And so, unfortunately, when it comes to matters of the mind, there are no shortcuts, no silver bullets. Unfortunately, I mean, we're going to get to the bottom of these dreams and what's causing them. It could take weeks of rigorous therapy.
I figured that, Doctor.
Maybe even months.
I'm willing to put in the work.
Excellent, excellent. Perhaps years.
Years?
What? Oh, no. I was thinking of something else. I think in the meantime, some kind of sleeping aid should be in order. Unfortunately, my colleague across the hall is a psychiatrist, and she might be able to just whip you off a quick script for something, you know? Help you get through the night, so to speak. I'll just pop over the hall and ask her, and be back in a moment, okay?
Sounds good.
Ian, I've got another patient 15.
Not to worry, it won't take a moment. I was just wondering, are you aware of any studies that were conducted on serial killers as they were undertaking their killings?
What?
Well, I was just thinking that all of the Mental Health Society's studies on serial killers took place after the killings were already concluded, when they were already behind bars.
Well, of course, no one could ethically study a murderer knowing full well. I mean, what made you think of that?
Nothing. I was just, reading a colleague's article and thinking that...
Here's where you learn he's a super big piece of shit even more.
Study the killer while he was undertaking his murders and study how the psyche was altered by each individual killing.
Useful, maybe, but impossible to conduct from any sort of ethical position, though.
Yeah. Pity that, though.
You know who she looks like? She looks like a young Stephanie McMahon. Like Stephanie McMahon, like coming out, like dating test days.
Sure.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I know who Stephanie McMahon is, but I don't remember what she looked like when she first came out, nor do I know who Tess is.
Tess was like her first like boyfriend that she was actually really dating in real life, but like he was a superstar, and then she met Triple H and all that went to shit.
Typical.
Dreams like that, no wonder why you can't get any sleep.
Is that a picture of an elephant over there? Who is that riding that?
That's me, actually.
That's you. May I see it? Where was that taken, Doctor?
In Africa.
After I completed my residency, some friends and I did Doctors Without Borders, and it was probably the greatest experience of my life.
Is that where you got that figure, too?
Oh. No, that's a fertility icon from Home Restorations.
Tell me, when was the last time someone told you what a fascinating woman you are, Doctor?
This is 5 milligrams of diazepam, but it's not a permanent solution.
Trust me, your signature will give me more relief than you know, Doctor. Thank you.
The town of Blairstown, New Jersey has been rocked yet again by a mysterious teen suicide. This marks the 9th overdose of the sleep-suppressant drug
Hypnosil in just 4 months. More on the story at 11. This is Laura Lambesis reporting live for WIX News.
Well, I'm invested.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the beginning and the end, they're a little long, but they have to give you that so you can understand what's going on.
Just like in a regular movie, you kind of have to get some sort of a background. You can't just like, and I mean, like, that's really cool that they like
did that. I know.
Yeah,
I know. I started it off with the Friday the 13th one, and then I realized that it had a story. I'm like, oh man. So I went back and watched the American Nightmare, and then I went in order, and it's the ending is great. You're gonna love it.
Oh man, I'm very excited. So if you guys want to continue to take this journey with us, be sure to leave it in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out our Discord.
Indeed. And we also have our social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. So don't forget to check us out on those two. All the links are in the description below. If you do want a personalized request, we also have our donation link below. We're getting kind of heavy with requests, so if you want to get bumped to the top of the line, that's the quickest, easiest way to do that.
That is the way to do it.
But yeah, until next time.